a further question. If someone has a question directed to an individual member of the panel. Yes, sir.
You're not going to be very happy, but I've got 2 or 3 very quick questions. I'm chairman of the Conservative Party in Staffordshire, and I just would like to give you the current hassle that I'm having to cope with, which is a lot of members thinking that they are allowed to, they have a direct say in whether they can get rid of an MP. And we've got solicitors' letters. We've got one MP who's had well over 850 letters, and he will not back down. And we've also got 2 members of the cabinet. I'm not going to mention any names here. One is no trouble at all. He was my right-hand man in the area in the old days, and the other is again giving the membership a lot of concern. So that's the one thing. The other thing I'd just like to talk to you, sir. You quite rightly said that we may not be very happy with what you were saying, but as I think you said, Professor Curtis, if he's a professor, said that 1 in 8 are Europeans, and that's it. I mean, we fundamentally, except in 1066 and a bit before, we have never been overrun in a war. That is a fundamental psychological difference between us and everybody on the continent. That is the first thing. The second thing is we created the Commonwealth. And I was very disappointed that I haven't heard anybody on the panel yet talk about Winston Churchill's English-speaking nations. And that is where we could develop so many relationships very, very fast. And I would include India in that as well. So, quite frankly, what I've been so furious about this, and Theresa May's had about 18 letters off me, and I do get replies off them, and the last one I sent to every member of the cabinet, except 2 secretaries, one for Wales and Scotland, because my wife said I've got to come up to bed. But the fact is that everything you have said, and all my experience, because I run a patrons club, I've had a lot of secretaries of state speak at my dinners, I do know a lot of these people. All I can say is the attitude that you've got about the party, and the fact that all the membership can do is choose between 2 right at the very end. It's totally unacceptable.